Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to welcome you to today's presentation. Today, we'll be focusing on how we prepare and report food safety incidents, a crucial aspect of our QHSE responsibilities. This is the first slide, so I just want to briefly introduce the topic and what we'll cover in the upcoming slides. We'll walk through our procedures, reporting protocols, and best practices to ensure food safety and compliance. So let's get started and explore how we can effectively manage and report food safety incidents together. Now let's turn our attention to the objective of this presentation. Essentially, what we're aiming to do here is emphasize just how critical it is to report food safety incidents promptly and accurately within airport business operations. Timely reporting is vital because it allows us to respond quickly to potential hazards, minimizing risks to travelers and staff alike. Accurate reporting, on the other hand, ensures that we have reliable data to assess the situation properly, make informed decisions, and implement effective corrective measures. When both of these elements, timeliness and accuracy, are in place, we enhance the overall safety culture of our airport. This point ties directly into our broader theme of creating a safer, more reliable food environment at every touchpoint within our operations. Ultimately, our goal is to foster a proactive approach where issues are identified and addressed swiftly, safeguarding everyone involved. Now, let's talk about some of the real consequences that can arise from these issues. First up, illness and health effects. When trust is compromised, it can lead to serious health concerns, especially if it results in contaminated products or unsafe practices going unnoticed. These health impacts can be long-lasting and deeply affect individuals and communities. Next, we have the loss of trust and confidence. When stakeholders, whether customers, partners, or the public, feel that they can't rely on a company or organization, it damages the very foundation of relationships. Restoring that trust is often a long and difficult process. Then there are legal actions and compensation. When violations occur, companies might face lawsuits, penalties, or demands for compensation. This not only affects their finances, but also their reputation, creating a cycle of damage that can be hard to recover from. Finally, we see public exposure and attention. In today's digital age, any misstep can quickly become headline news, drawing widespread scrutiny. This kind of exposure amplifies the consequences and can have lasting effects on a company's image. Throughout this presentation, we're emphasizing the importance of integrity and proactive measures. These consequences highlight why it's so critical to uphold high standards and ensure transparency at every level. When we talk about a food safety incident, we're referring to situations where food is no longer safe to eat. These incidents can happen for various reasons, and understanding them is key to preventing harm. One common issue is the presence of foreign objects, like glass, metal, or plastic, which can accidentally get into food during production or packaging. These not only ruin the food, but can also cause injuries if consumed. Another critical factor is chemicals, things like pesticides, food additives, or toxins that might be present in or on food. These substances can be harmful to our health if consumed in excess or if they're not properly controlled. Contamination by bacteria, viruses, or fungi is another major concern. These microorganisms can cause foodborne illnesses, which can range from mild discomfort to severe health problems. So, it's essential to control and prevent microbial contamination at all stages of food handling. Finally, there's the issue of allergenic hazards. These are substances, often proteins, that can trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. An allergen in food might seem harmless to most, but for some people, it can cause serious health issues, making awareness and proper labeling incredibly important. All these points highlight how complex food safety is, and why vigilance is necessary at every step to protect consumers and ensure that the food we eat is safe. Now, let's talk about what to do when a food safety incident occurs. The first step is to identify and respond. It's crucial to recognize early signs of a problem, such as unusual odors, colors, or textures, and then respond quickly to contain the issue. Acting promptly can prevent further contamination and protect consumers. Next comes retention. This means keeping samples of the suspected food, ingredients, or packaging. These samples can be vital for investigation and analysis later on, helping us understand what went wrong and how to prevent it in the future. Gathering information is the next key point. Collect all relevant details: when the incident happened, what products are affected, who was involved, and any other observations. Accurate information is the backbone of a thorough investigation and effective response. Communication is also critical. You need to inform the right people, supervisors, food safety teams, and possibly external authorities, so that everyone is on the same page. Clear, timely communication ensures a coordinated response and minimizes the impact. Finally, reporting is essential. Document what happened, what actions were taken, and any findings. Proper reporting not only complies with legal requirements, but also helps improve future safety measures and responses. Throughout this process, remember that handling a food safety incident is about acting swiftly, responsibly, and systematically, protecting consumers and maintaining trust in our food safety systems. Now, let's talk about how to properly identify and respond when there's a food safety concern. First, if you notice something suspicious, or if a customer raises a concern, the very first step is to apologize. It's important to acknowledge the issue sincerely, which helps maintain trust and shows you're taking it seriously. Next, you need to act quickly by removing the affected food from service immediately. This prevents any further distribution of potentially contaminated items. Once you've done that, the next crucial step is to isolate any areas or products that might be contaminated. This helps contain the situation and prevents cross-contamination with other items. Finally, it's essential to notify your supervisor or manager without delay. They need to be aware of the situation so they can coordinate the next steps, whether that's further investigation, documentation, or contacting health authorities. Remember, responding promptly and correctly is key to ensuring food safety and protecting everyone, customers and staff alike. These actions are part of a larger commitment to maintaining a safe and trustworthy food environment. All right, let's talk about retention of samples. When collecting samples, it's crucial to use sterile containers or sealed bags to prevent contamination. This helps ensure the integrity of the sample from collection all the way through analysis. Next, it's important to label each sample carefully with all relevant incident details, like the date, time, location, and the type of incident. And always remember, don't touch the inside of the container or the label to avoid introducing any contaminants. Once labeled, samples need to be stored properly, either refrigerated or frozen, depending on the type of sample. Proper storage is key to preserving the sample's original condition, so the results remain reliable when analyzed later. In the context of overall sample integrity, following these steps helps us maintain the quality and trustworthiness of the evidence, which is essential for accurate investigation outcomes. Now, let's talk about gathering the essential information when an incident occurs. First, we need to collect guest details, including their name, flight number, and any additional contact information they've provided. This helps us identify the individual and allows for follow-up if needed. Next, we should record product information. Determine whether the product involved is an in-house item or provided externally. Note down the name of the person who prepared it and the time it was prepared or served. This data is crucial for tracing potential issues and understanding the context. We also need to document the number of batches produced and any actions taken in response to the incident. This helps us understand the scope of the problem and our immediate response efforts. Environmental factors can play a significant role in incidents, so it's important to consider elements like cleaning routines, pest control activities, maintenance work, or even accidental glass breakage. These factors might have contributed or supported the occurrence. Finally, collecting witness statements is vital. They provide first-hand accounts that can clarify what happened and help us piece together the sequence of events. All these pieces of information, guest details, product specifics, batch numbers, environmental factors, and witness accounts, come together to give us a comprehensive picture. This thorough data collection supports effective investigation and helps us improve our processes moving forward. Now, let's talk about communication, which is a vital part of handling incidents effectively. When it comes to training or briefings, clear communication ensures everyone understands their roles and responsibilities. One key aspect is the notification process. Once an incident occurs, it's important to promptly inform the relevant parties. This typically involves sending a mail to the superior or the concerned person, providing a brief overview of the complaint or incident. This notification helps to ensure that the right people are aware of the situation quickly, so they can take appropriate action. Remember, timely and accurate communication is crucial in managing incidents efficiently and preventing further issues. It also supports transparency and accountability within the team. Overall, effective communication during this phase helps keep everyone on the same page and maintains the integrity of the incident management process. Now, let's talk about how we report incidents effectively. The first step is to use the incident report form. This form helps us document everything clearly and systematically. When filling it out, make sure to include all relevant information. Nothing is too small or too insignificant. Start with the incident details: what happened, where, and when. Then move on to the guest details, who was involved, and any other pertinent information. It's also crucial to identify the root cause of the incident. Understanding why it happened is key to preventing future issues. Next, document any corrections that were made immediately to address the situation. Follow that with the corrective actions planned or taken to resolve the underlying problem. You'll also need to determine whether a full investigation is required or if the incident can be closed once the immediate correction is done. Overall, thorough and accurate reporting not only helps us address issues promptly, but also plays a vital role in improving our processes and ensuring safety for everyone. Remember, this documentation is essential to maintaining transparency and accountability in our operations. Now, let's talk about how we can avoid food safety incidents in our daily operations. First, it's crucial to consistently monitor our kitchen maintenance and cleaning work. This helps ensure that our environment remains hygienic and safe for everyone. Taking accountability for your specific area of work is also key. Know what needs to be done and do it thoroughly. Another important point is to never have glass products inside the preparation area. Glass can easily break and pose a safety risk, so always keep it away from food contact zones. Be more vigilant during food preparation. Pay close attention to what you're doing to prevent cross-contamination or mistakes. Additionally, avoid unboxing new ingredients or supplies near already opened or prepared food. This reduces the risk of contamination. And finally, when it comes to serving guests with severe allergies, never service in-house prepared food to them unless you're certain it's allergen-free. Protecting our guests' health should always be a top priority. All these steps are interconnected and support our overall goal of maintaining a safe, clean, and trustworthy food environment. By staying vigilant and accountable, we can prevent incidents before they happen and uphold the high standards our guests expect. Thank you so much for being with me through this presentation. I truly appreciate your time and attention. Before we finish, I just want to let you know there's a quick and easy way to access the full PowerPoint and additional resources. If you scan the QR code on the slide, you'll be able to download the presentation directly to your device. It's a handy way to review the material at your own pace later on. And of course, if you found this content valuable, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you'll stay updated with more training videos and helpful documents that can support your ongoing learning and development. Remember, the goal here is to make sure you have all the tools and knowledge you need to succeed, and staying connected like this is a great way to do that. So, thank you again for your time, and I look forward to seeing you in future sessions.